Hey everybody, this is Peter, the ADHD health coach. So today we're going over mindfulness for ADHD, just a brief introduction. We'll go over subtopics down the road. So if you want to subscribe now to get those, go ahead and do so. Uh, so mindfulness, what it is, all it is focusing on one thing at a time. It's a practice of being fully present and engaged in the moment without judgment. So this can be displayed in many different ways, whether you are focusing on your breath through breath work, whether you are focused on meditation, which meditation is when you're sitting focusing on your breath, but in a different way compared to breath work. Breath work is you're actually counting the breath and holding your breath or doing a certain inhale, certain exhale. To where mindfulness encompasses everything. Meditation is sitting still, focused on your breath, whether you're visualizing, which also could be considered meditation, but more so visualization. But it's where you notice your breath and come back to it. So any thoughts, feelings, sensations, you acknowledge them, you come back to your breath. The main kickback that I see in the community with this is it's boring. It's hard to sit still, and I get it. I have ADHD too. And this is one of the practices that has helped me the most. And there's a lot of science to back it up. Um, Let me go over that real quick, and then I will I will circle back to it. So mindfulness training, whether it's breath work, whether it's meditation, whether it's visualization, anything like that, it helps improve focus and attention by training the brain to stay in the present moment. Because you're practicing that skill, it gets easier and it strengthens those brain processes because this is something we can strengthen. It is a deficit we have that can be improved upon. It reduces impulsivity and reactive behavior by creating space between stimulus and response, enhancing emotional regulation, and reduces stress and anxiety. So, my diagnosis, I have ADHD and I also have generalized anxiety disorder. Meditation has helped significantly improve both the symptoms to where I didn't get diagnosed about a year and a half ago and officially diagnosed by the testing last week. Uh, ADHD is an emotional regulation disorder at its finest that science is starting to find out. So if we can hit that culprit a lot more, that is one of the things we can do. So it's going to improve your focus and concentration uh, by making you stay on a single task. It's going to create awareness before reacting. Maybe you notice now before you notice when you're gonna have an impulsive behavior, so you can manage it right before you react. Like you know the situation that you're gonna react in, and then you start to avoid those situations and setting yourself up for success. This is building your self awareness. Um, Now, when it comes to stress reduction, it's helping you get in your parasympathetic nervous system, which is that nervous system to help you get in the relaxed state. This is going to be helpful for calming the thoughts before bed. So, the more you do this, the more you might be able to help your ability to go to sleep too, because you can use that process to go to sleep. Okay, now we're going to focus back on what I was talking about before. So, meditation, if you're doing meditation specifically, which I find the most boring, and you might too, to where you aren't able to sit still and it just freaks you out. One of the ways I have learned to develop this skill was I started off with a timer for a minute, and then I built it up to 3 minutes, and then I built it up to 5 minutes. I got up to the point to where I was able to do 20 minutes, no music. This was very hard. But the music, to where you have background calming music, helped it considerably to where I was able to do 30 to 45 minutes. Am I saying to do this every day? No. 3 to 15 minutes a day is enough. There are other practices too. So, with that being said, the other practices include visualization. You can use a guided one online, or you can create a visualization yourself. Personally, if I'm imagining I want to be successful in something, I will visualize that and try to make that happen. But I understand that part of the brain may not be as primed right now. So the guided ones help a lot more. The other one, my favorite, sorry, the cat just went on there, is breath work. Breath work has helped me stay concentrated on actually calming down in meditation in general because I'm able to focus on my breath and I'm counting. So I have something to focus on to where things are fine. So I do a series. I'll do an alternate nostril breathing to where I inhale through one nostril, exhale out the other, and then reverse it. And I'll do that for 5 rounds. And then I'll move into a next breath for 5 rounds. So maybe I'll inhale for 5 seconds, exhale for 5 seconds. And then I'll do a square breath. And I build the breaths up so it's a little bit more stimulating for me, but also relaxing me down to where I'm actually able to do this, but it's because I'm doing multiple things. Another thing I like to do is a mala bead meditation. Now, this is a meditation, but you have muscular action going on with your fingers. So mala beads, they're these beads that are circular in nature. They can be from sandalwood or they can be shell, and you move them through your fingers with the middle finger and the thumb. The idea is not to use the pointer finger because in that thought process and theory is that's associated with the ego. Do what you want with it, but it is helpful to actually have you stay still and have a good time for it. You might want to start with a smaller bead length, but that is an option. Other ones include yoga, tai chi, qigong. Those are movement-based ones, and this can help you overall develop your mind body awareness, but also your ability to move throughout space because a lot of us ADHDers do not have that. I think I developed mine through all the sports I did throughout my lifetime, but also wrestling. You have to know where you're at all the time and be able to move with it. I still slam myself against things in the kitchen and stuff, but it is what it is. You try to avoid things. It's not 100% going to be accurate, but it is going to help. So those are a few ways you can incorporate mindfulness in your toolbox. When in doubt, start small and integrate it through your life. Whether it's just focus on driving in the car without any music or distractions of that nature, or when you're doing the dishes, if you do the dishes, I personally hate it, but I will do it. Try to just do the dishes without doing anything else, right? If you're going for a walk, just do the walk. Me, I like to go on a run a lot of the time, and I won't lose any music. And man, did that suck at first. But it builds up. So develop the mindfulness practice you want to do, whether it's writing down your thoughts or doing any of the other things. This is a form of self-care, so the self-care pillar is being used because this is a way to fill up your cup. Overall, do what you got to do. If you want to focus on mindful eating, you can focus on mindful eating to where you can notice your hunger cues, you're eating slower, you're focusing on the taste, the texture, all that stuff. If you comment down below, I can dive into the topics you specifically want to do because there's so many and it's hard to get to them all. So if you want to know more mindfulness topics and how they go with ADHD, comment the topic of choice down below and I will get to it. The reason my screen has the blurry thing is I have that green screen because my background is boring and I wanted to give you a little taste of some pizzazz right there. So subscribe, like, follow for more. If you are interested more on using this for yourself, you can click the link below for a free discovery call. I am an ADHD health coach. Otherwise, keep at it. If you have questions, admin@vitalu.org. Good luck. I look forward to seeing you. Have a good one.